Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. So, I am still having a scratchy voice right now because, of course, my mom's calling me. I'm going to call her back because I just called her and she didn't have time to talk to me, she said, and now she has time. So now she wants to talk to me. But anyway, as I was telling you guys, I have a scratchy voice because I just woke up and I haven't talked to anybody, and it is 11:30. So actually, scratch that. I woke up at 10:30, texted my mom, asked her if she could talk while I went to get coffee. She said, give me 15 minutes. It is 11:30 now, and now she is ready. So that is a little bit annoying, but it happens quite often in this department. But I spent the past hour literally just sitting there. It was Sunday in Keaton waiting for my mom to be ready because she told me 15 minutes. And so I said, okay, I only have 15 minutes. What can you do in 15 minutes? So I just sat there, of course. And then an hour went by and I was like, Mom, what's going on? And then she was like, I'm sorry, I'm not off this call yet because my mom has a remote job with this company. So I said, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go without you. And now she's calling me, of course, and I almost feel like I should answer because yeah, she's like, are you calling me? I was calling you an hour ago. What the hell happened? But anyway, what I really picked my camera up for was to tell you guys about our oven setting on fire last night. It was honestly so insane. I couldn't believe what happened. So I was making us the little meatloafs with broccoli or not broccoli, the meatloafs with Brussels sprouts and sweet potato, and Dominic had made us a cheesecake a couple of nights ago because he said he never did anything for our anniversary, even though he did get me a gift, but he wanted to do something sweet for our anniversary still. So he made me a cheesecake, but we didn't have parchment paper, so I had to use, because I had to help him obviously because it's cheesecake, but I had to use like a little bit of butter, like the butter thing that we like pulled the butter out of as parchment paper, because butter is still like, it comes in that parchment paper, you know. But apparently there was a little bit of like butter still on it, and so I ended up using that in the pan to keep it from sticking to the sides. Well, I guess what happened then was the butter ended up leaking onto the bottom of the oven, and it was fine at that time. At that time it wasn't a big deal. So, like, it didn't, like, nothing got set on fire or anything. Then, come last night, which was a day after he made the cheesecake, I was trying to cook us our stuff in the oven. And I don't know what happened. I think I was cooking the meatloafs with a pan that like didn't have edges, which is normally really fine for me. Like normally I'm able to cook it on that pan and it's not a big deal. I don't know why last night my pan, it was leaking. Anyway, it was already like really smoky in the apartment because of the butter situation, but we didn't know that was why it was smoky or I didn't know that was why it was smoky in the apartment. Dominic was on his way home from work. He didn't even know it was smoky in the apartment. He walks in, it's like pretty dang smoky, and he's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, take a look. He looked, everything was fine. It was just smoky. We didn't understand why. Then the oil starts to leak from the meatloafs onto the burner, and all of a sudden I see this like really small little fire like sprout up in the oven, and I like kind of freak out obviously. So I open the oven, I see it, and I'm like, there's a fire in the oven. Dominic comes in, he looks, the fire has gone out. It was very small. And so he was like, it's not a big deal, don't worry about it. No biggie. Then I opened the oven literally like 3 minutes later because the food was almost done, so that's why I kept opening the oven. I opened the oven 3 minutes later, and the whole bottom of the oven is on fire, you guys, and like on fire, like really dangerous. And so I leave the oven open, and I'm like, the oven's on fire, the oven's on fire. I yelled at him. I have him come over to help me fix the situation with the oven, and I didn't know. There's so many things that I need to teach you guys right now. First of all, you guys probably already know this. I know a lot of you already know this, but apparently you're not supposed to leave the oven open because what happens then is the air that's coming from outside just makes the fire spread, which everybody knows this. I just did not. I didn't think about it. I was just freaking out and just wanted the fire to go out, obviously. But the other issue was Dominic brought home a fan last night because our air conditioner wasn't working. So he went out, he bought a fan, which was amazing, and we put it up in the kitchen while I was cooking because I was hot. So the fan was facing the oven. So when I opened that oven, the fan made it even more. There was even more air going into the oven. So Dominic comes over. He's freaking out at this point. He shuts the oven, and I'm sitting here like, I don't know why he shut that oven. That's only going to, like, set the whole entire oven on fire is what I'm thinking. Then he's like, what do I need? What do I need? And I'm like, you needed a towel, because last year we set the top of the stove on fire. This is like new for us. We didn't used to set things on fire. I don't know what's happening to us, but we set the top of the stove on fire from making like bacon or something. I think it was for Easter, and the whole top of the stove went on fire, but luckily we had those little things on the top of the stoves that like open and let all that fire extinguisher stuff out onto it. But when we went to do that, it wouldn't let all the stuff out, it wouldn't fall out, so we had to use a towel. Dominic taught me you have to smother it in a wet towel. So that's what we did last year. So I'm thinking, we need a wet towel. At this point, I hadn't even turned the oven off yet because I'm a dumbass. And so I didn't even realize, like, I didn't even think to turn the oven off. I just left the oven on. I didn't want to touch it. I was freaking out. So Dominic turns the oven off and he's like, no, we can't use a towel inside of the oven that is on fire. Which makes sense because it would be put on a heat source. So I run to get a towel because he's taking way too long to figure out how to fix this, and I just need us to make some forward motion in letting this fire out. So he's screaming from the other room. I'm getting the towel in the bathroom. He's like, what do I need? What do I need? Salt. No, I need sugar. I need sugar. And I'm sitting here like, he sounds like he's making a recipe in there, and we're trying to set this fire out. I don't know what he's doing. And so then he's like, oh no, I don't need sugar. I need sand. That's what I need. And then I'm in my head, I'm like, I don't know where he's going to find the sand. Hopefully he's able to, because otherwise we are completely screwed because we don't have sand in our house. And then he's like, kitty litter. I need to use kitty litter. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's a genius. Literally so smart. So he went and grabbed the kitty litter. I'm standing there with my towel, and he opens up the oven to put the kitty litter into it, and then he shuts the oven right away, doesn't put the kitty litter in it, and I'm standing here like, we kind of need to move a little faster on this, there's a fire. And at this point, the whole entire apartment is filled up with smoke, you guys. Like, I actually have a stomachache just thinking about it, because I literally thought we were going to have to evacuate. So anyway, he shuts the oven, and he says nothing, and I'm like, okay, do you want me to use a towel? Like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, oh, the fire's gone. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, the fire, it set itself out because I shut the oven. So apparently, you guys, what you need to do in the case of a fire in your oven is just shut the oven. And that's what you're supposed to do. Shut the oven, turn the oven off, and you should be fine. And if you're not fine, I guess sand works. I don't know. I feel like that does. I did a little bit of research, and it did say sand works. So if you have kitty litter in your house, you can use it. But we didn't need to, thank God, because then you have to clean out the oven with the kitty litter. The moral of this whole entire story was that last night, I thought we were going to have to evacuate, and thank God we did not. But also, I now have to clean our oven because I want to be able to continue to cook in it. So I need to make like some sort of baking soda paste I saw online. So that's the plan there. But yeah, we spent the night with the windows completely wide open, and like, it was just bad because there's bugs, and there's no bugs in our apartment. We haven't seen any yet, but it scares us because we live in the South and there's cockroaches here. We've only ever seen one cockroach in our apartment, and it was actually like 4 days ago. So we're hoping that like they didn't venture into our apartment now. Anyway, you guys, I am going to call my mom back because it's been 10 minutes now. I'm sure she's like, what is going on? What's taking here so long? But I will check back in with you guys once I get to, I'll probably check back in with you guys later today. I'm going to pick up some bagels and my coffee from Panera. Okay, you guys, so I'm home now. I got all my bagels, and I have a few different things that happened, which I knew stuff was going to happen while I was there because I just knew it. I could feel it in my bones that it wasn't going to go well while I was filming before I went. I was like, I'll have so much to talk to them about after I go. I just know it. So, because I always do with Panera. I just don't know why. They just never do it right for me. So, I go to Panera. I placed my order, and it said my order was ready at 11:16, you guys. And so, I pull in. I think I get there at like 11:25, maybe even. So, it's been 10 minutes at this point. I check in. I turn my flashers on. You guys know I hate turning my flashers on for that situation because it's embarrassing. I don't know why. I just don't like having my flashers on. Everybody looking at me, you know. And anyway, I'm sitting out there for at least 15 minutes, sitting in the spot where nobody else is pulled in though. So like, there's been nobody that's brought out food because I do the online order type of thing. So they haven't brought out food for anyone. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, it's been another 15 minutes. Said my order was ready at this point, you know, a half an hour ago, basically. And I don't know what's going on because I haven't seen any employee. So I'm like, I'm just going to drive around and see what's going on. So I drive through the drive-thru. I sit in the line, which isn't a big deal, but it's pretty long, honestly. So I sit in the line for another 10 minutes. I get up to the speaker and I'm like, hey, like, I had an online order. I don't know what happened. They didn't bring it out. And the lady or the guy on there was like, oh yeah, just come up to the window and we'll get it for you. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'm still sitting in line. It's another probably 5 minutes, probably not that long. Honestly, I'm probably over exaggerating a little on the time. I know I'm not, because I checked my clock and it was at least an hour between when they said my order was ready and when I actually left Panera. But anyway, which is fine because that includes like my drive over there, and it took me 10 minutes to get there after the order was ready. Whatever. So I pull up to the window. The lady's like, right away, she opens the window and she's like, we need to see your order confirmation. And that's exactly how she said it to me. And I'm like, okay, like, hey, I understand you're sorry. Like, I was expecting, like, at least, like, an apology because I had already been there for 25 minutes at this point, or longer, who knows. It had been longer, probably. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Besides the point, I was expecting her to say, hey, so sorry about this. And if she needs to see my order confirmation, okay, like, fine, I'll show you my order confirmation. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, let me pull it up. She's like, we just need to see your email confirmation and that you ordered it from the right location. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I know I ordered it from the right location, I said, because this is the only location I ever go to. Unfortunately, I did not say that part. But then I pull up my order confirmation. I hand her my phone, which I probably shouldn't have done in a pandemic anyway. But I hand her my phone. I guess it doesn't really matter because you hand them your cards all the time. But I know, like, different places are weird about taking your phone right now. Anyway, I hand her the phone. She looks at my order confirmation. She's like, oh, yeah, it is the right location. You ordered it from the right location. I don't know what's going on with your order. I'll take a look at this. But can you just drive up and park in those drive-through spots? And I looked at her and I'm like, I was just sitting in those drive-through spots for 15 minutes before I came around here, and now I'm looking at another 15 minutes now. If I had just stayed sitting in those parking spots, you guys never would have came out to me because clearly you don't have my order, which is fine. But like the way she was acting to me was like I did something wrong. And so anyway, then I looked at her and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can park there, but I don't know how much longer this is going to be. Like, obviously, I have stuff to do today. And, like, I can't be parked there all day. And she's like, do you want us to give you, like, a pastry or something? I'm like, yeah, I do want you to give me a pastry. So I was like, yeah, that would be good. Whatever you can do for me would be nice because I've already been here a really long time. And, like, I'm talking, I guess I wasn't that nice to her because my mom was on the phone while I was, like, having the conversation with her. And I don't think my mom could hear her, but my mom could hear me. And my mom's like, you were really mad at that lady because she was rude to me from the get-go. Had she just politely said, like, hey, so I didn't even get an apology. No apology at all, which is what that irks me. I think because I'm so apt to give an apology. Like, that's like the first thing that I'll do for anything, even if I'm like don't even know what I'm apologizing for. I will always apologize because sometimes like somebody just needs to hear that you're sorry. So anyway, I was frustrated by that because, like, right away she was blaming me for the situation, and then it wasn't even my fault, and then she still wasn't, like, apologizing, and she still was making it sound like it was my fault. Anyway, she comes out. It only took her, like, 6 minutes when I pulled up into that spot, it took, like, 6 more minutes for her to bring out my stuff, which isn't a big deal, especially if she had to make all that stuff, but still no apology, obviously. She's like, I gave you a free cinnamon roll, and I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't want a free cinnamon roll or a pastry or anything. I just want you to tell me that I'm right, because I was right, and you should, honestly, she didn't need to apologize, but really, I think she should have, but it is what it is.
water into the fridge. She gave me a free cinnamon roll. I ate it already. It was not very good. I do not like Panera cinnamon rolls, but whatever. I saw the efforts that she was putting in with the cinnamon roll, and some people just don't apologize, and that is what it is. But I wanted to show you guys my bagels that I got from there. I'm not going to this one anymore. I keep going to this one like I'm trying to sign myself up for failure. Give me a second, I'll show you. Okay, so tell me why or how I asked for my bagels sliced, you guys. Literally, this is called them slicing my bagel. So pretty much like the thinnest slice you could ever see, completely like broken in half because it didn't even slice all the way through. And this is like literally almost every single bagel is like this. So a little frustrating, but maybe I don't know. I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose. I must have made her mad though for some reason. I guess in her head, maybe she shouldn't have made me like mad because she didn't do anything. It was whoever was supposed to bring out the bagels or somebody stole the bagels or something. But it was not like I just ordered like a coffee. I ordered a whole like smorgasbord of stuff this time. So today I'm really excited because yesterday I looked through my closets and I tried to find all of my fall stuff. So I'm going to pull some of my fall stuff out and look through it. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to decorate it all today, but I might. So that is my plan for today, but I wanted to come in and tell you guys that story because I love to vent to you guys about my crazy Panera life. Here's my issue is that I never have issues at Dunkin'. And if I do, like, they're very quick to fix it, very apologetic, so friendly. It never takes me an hour to get Dunkin'. Like, it takes me, like, however long to get there. I go through the line super duper fast, they have my coffee, and I leave. Like, it's so fast. Where with Panera, it always takes me an extended period of time. And it's really only if I order on the app. Maybe if I stop ordering on the app. But it's hard not to order on the app when you're ordering, like, bagels and stuff. Because I try to order them in advance. Because if they don't have the type of bagels later, then I'd be upset. Because, you know, your girl likes certain types of bagels. Either way, the bagels still look really good. They look really fresh. So I'm happy about that. And also, I just started to freeze my bagels. Because my dad told me if you put them in the freezer and then you put them in the toaster, they taste like super good. And I freeze them before I went on vacation, and I took them out of the toaster or out of the freezer when I got back, and I made them, and ooh, they were really good. I was super impressed, honestly, that they kept that long. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to try and pull out all my fall stuff now, and maybe I'll check back in with you guys. Maybe I'll show you guys all of it. I don't know. A lot of my fall stuff is for my table that you guys know I don't even have a table up anymore, so I don't know what kind of decorating for fall we're going to get this year, and I'm doing it later than last year. Usually I do it in September, and this year, obviously, I wasn't around to do it then, so I am doing it now. So, we'll see. I will show you guys as I go. Hey guys, so I did not end up decorating yesterday. First things first, today is the next day, and I have not decorated yet because I'm honestly struggling finding all of my stuff. I'm confused where it is. I pulled everything out of my closet, and I thought I found everything, but then I looked through the bin, and I couldn't find, like, I had these 2 little pumpkins last year, and I also had this, like, big fox thing that I don't know where it is, so fall decorating is on hold right now, but I just got this in the mail, and I have to show it to you guys because Dominic has been dying to get this in the mail. He's been waiting for this for like weeks at this point, so I need to open it in front of you guys so that he can be very excited about it and get to look at all of the stuff that I got him, which is not as much as I thought. I honestly thought I ordered him a lot more, but he's going to be sorely disappointed when he realizes that I didn't because he told me not to. Let me just tell you what they are. So, if you guys remember in my Florida vlog when I was visiting Daytona with Elena, I had that big water bottle, and also I think I had it in the driving vlog too. You kept seeing like this big water bottle that I was using. Well, that is a water bottle that my mom actually got while I was visiting her. She got 3 big water bottles, and she ended up giving me one because I thought they were cool and I was going to order one anyway. So she was like, here, you can just have one because I'm not going to need 3 of them, she said. And then I ended up ordering myself 3 of them afterwards. But anyway, she gave me hers, and I ended up using it so much while I was there in Daytona and while I was like I've been using it like crazy, you guys. Like, literally, I use it all the time. So, I'm super pumped because when I got here, Dominic was, the first thing he said to me, not the first thing, that would have been messed up, but one of the first things he said to me when he saw me was, where did you get that huge water bottle? And I told him my mom, obviously. And he was like, I need one of those, like, and he went online right away. And Dominic, if you guys don't know this about him, but Dominic doesn't buy himself anything, literally, ever. Like, he just doesn't do that. It's just not for him. He never goes on and, like, looks up prices for things or anything. So I was like, oh my gosh, he really wants this. So he said he was going to order himself one, and I was like, well, what color are you going to get? And he's like, oh, I just want a clear one, because I had the clear one. I think that's maybe all he knew was there or something, but then when he looked it up online, there were a bunch of different colors. I'll actually put it on screen. Just, you guys, I'm honestly so impressed with this company, mostly because I think it's cute and it makes drinking water fun. Like, literally, I drank so much water while I was in Daytona, I can't even begin. I would drink like 4 or 5 of them a day, which was way more water than I was drinking. Anyway, moral of the story is I had the white one, or not the white one, I had the clear one. He said he didn't want any of the colors, he just wants a clear one. So I was like, don't order one then, I'll just give you mine, and then I'll just order myself one. So in the end, what ended up happening was when I went online to order myself one, there was like an affiliate program that I could join if I ordered enough stuff. And I wanted to be a part of that affiliate program so that I could give you guys a discount code. So I said, I'm just gonna order all this shit. I'm just gonna order like 50 water bottles. I'm just kidding. I actually only ordered 3, but really, did I need 3 water bottles? Probably not. But they are very pretty, and I'm just excited about them. So I wanted to open them with you guys, and I felt so bad because we got the box in and I opened it up and I saw that literally the only thing in here that's Dominic's is one straw and like this little koozie thing, which I'm also so excited about, you guys. I'm so pumped about this stuff. But I felt bad because he's been waiting for this, you guys. He has been waiting like literally like for at least 2 or 3 weeks at this point for this box to come in, and it was a whole saga. I'm not good at ordering stuff. I ended up sending it to our old place where we lived in New York, and then I reached out to the company, and they were really awesome. They like changed it right away for me. They said not a problem, which was great. But then it like prolonged the process of actually getting the product. So Dominic was getting frustrated, and I tried to tell him he could use mine because literally nothing he got in here is like a necessity for him. But either way, he didn't want to use mine until I got a new one because he knew it was helping me drink water. So I'm going to show you guys what they are. First of all, obviously I'm like rambling for 5 minutes about them before I even show you anything. But I am so pumped. So first of all, this is just like his straw. I got like a clear straw. I don't know why, but if I added this straw to the cart, it gave me a bigger discount for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I'm so excited about all these different colors. So first thing I got is this coral one. How gorgeous is this? Like, I'm just so pumped. And then what I got as well is this koozie for it. So you can get like different koozies and they keep your drink cold, which if you guys aren't new here, you already know your girl needs to have her drink cold or else I will not enjoy my drink. So this is the koozie that I got Dominic. It's like a marble koozie because this was what he wanted, and then he got it and he likes it. He likes the koozie, but he says he'll never use it. So now it's like he waited this long for nothing. Literally, he's not even using the straw. He brought his to work today and he's not even using any of it. So for the koozie, what you do is you put the koozie on over top of the jug like this. And then not only does it look cool, like I just think it looks so much cooler with the koozie on it, but it has a little phone carrier. So like if I go for a walk or something, I can throw my phone in here, and then I can also attach this strap to it and I can throw it over my shoulder, which is what I was doing when I was in Daytona. Literally, when I was at the baby shower, I was toting this thing around like a crazy person. Not this one specifically, but the clear one around like a crazy person with the strap attached. And you just attach it, and then you can throw it right over your shoulder, and it changes like lengths and stuff, so you won't have to worry about that. But how stinking pretty is this? Like, I'm just so here for it. I think it's adorable. And then what happened was Yeah, see, this would have worked. This would have worked just fine. Okay, I ordered another sleeve as well because I had to order 2 hydro jugs, 2 sleeves, and a straw in order to get a coupon code for you guys. So I said, easy peasy. I love spending money. So this is the second one. I actually haven't even looked at this one yet. I never pulled it out. Let's see. Okay, so this one's really pretty. This is like a watercolory one. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. But it's gorgeous. So I ordered this one, and then I originally wanted this color, this light blue color, but I didn't know how it would look with the watercolor thing because I didn't know if it would match or not. But in person, I'm thinking, so this is the blue color. Isn't that pretty? Like, I just feel like they have such good colors. And each of these are like $10 without my discount code. But with my discount code, I think you should be able to get them cheaper. They're regularly $20, but they go on sale a lot, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they go on sale an awful lot is all I'm saying. Because I have gotten emails from them already since I ordered these for like a cheaper sale than I even bought them for. Yeah, see, this wouldn't work. That's not as good. This coloring, it doesn't match very well. So, I said, not a problem. I'll order a third one. So, I ordered a third one, and this one is the one that they promoted to go with this watercolor, and it is a purple. It's like a light purple. I got all of this for under $50 for you guys, which was a steal. So, here's the strap for the watercolor one, and then it goes in here. Okay, so this is the watercolor one with the purple, like, bottle. I just think it's so stinking pretty. Like, I think this will be gorgeous even in videos just, like, sitting behind me. I don't know. I just think it's so pretty, and also, like, it helps me so much. When I tell you it helps me, it really does, because what I do is I just tote this around all day. When I was in Daytona, I toted it around and, like, well, not really. Not when I was in the car. But I would tote it around and drink right out of it when I was at, like, the baby shower and stuff. Did I say bridal shower earlier? You know I meant baby shower. But here, what I do is I bring my cup around as well. And I just pour water into my cup so I don't have to keep going back to the or the sink. And on top of it, like, I drink so much water by doing that because I always have a refill with me rather than having to go back to the sink, because then sometimes I'm just like, I don't feel like going to get more water, so I'm just not going to have water. Well, this helps me so much. I'm so obsessed. I can't say enough good things. You guys will see them constantly in my videos, I feel, because I've been waiting for these. I'm so pumped. I'm actually going to end this vlog here because I feel like I got so much for this video, and I love you guys so much. If you liked this video, hit that subscribe button if you are not already following on my channel, and if you liked it, remember to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. Alright, I'll see you next time. Shoot, you guys. I forgot to show you. Give me one more second because I thought I was ending it, but I forgot to show you the straws. Not that it really matters, I'm sure. I don't know if they're anything special, but they are colored compared to the clear ones. Yeah, they're actually really pretty. They're actually perfect for my bottles. So these are the straws that I got as well. Alright guys, I love you.